You ever feel like there's a hamster wheel in your brain and it just will not stop spinning? Well, in the next few minutes, we're going to break down a system to stop that endless loop and help you finally take back control.
Man, that quote hits hard, doesn't it? It's that feeling we all know, that sense that our own thoughts are somehow working against us. But you know what? Just recognizing that is the first step. You're here, and that means you're ready to do something about it. And look, we're not talking about some vague, feel-good advice here. We're about to walk through a really precise, actionable 5-step system. It's designed to literally dismantle the machinery of overthinking. So let's start by really understanding the problem.
You know the scene. It's 3 in the morning, you're just staring at the ceiling, replaying conversations, stress testing every single possible negative outcome for tomorrow. That is the overthinking loop. And it's not just tiring, it's a total energy thief.
Now get this. This is just staggering. The source material for this explainer reveals that 90% of the things we anxiously worry about, they never even happen. They're phantom problems. Our minds invent them, and then they cause real stress over completely imaginary scenarios. So what is actually going on here? This isn't some character flaw, okay? It's basically a biological glitch. Your nervous system literally cannot tell the difference between a real threat and one you've just imagined. So it floods your body with stress hormones for a danger that exists only inside your head. Okay, so how do we break these cycles? How do we fight back? Let's get right into our system. The first 2 steps are these really powerful mental reframes that are designed to kill the loop before it even gets going.
First up is a technique that's so simple it's almost genius. It's called the so what technique. And its whole purpose is to short-circuit the very questions that are fueling your anxiety. Look at how this works. It's brilliant. Your brain serves up one of those classic what-if spirals. What if I fail? Instead of getting sucked into that disaster fantasy, you just cut it off at the knees with, so what? So what if I fail? I'll learn and I'll adjust. You're not dismissing the feeling, you're just refusing to validate the catastrophe. You're shifting from panic to a plan.
And that brings us to step 2, which gets to the absolute root of the issue. See, overthinking isn't really a thinking problem at its core. It's a decision problem. Think about that. The reason you keep thinking about something is because you haven't truly decided. You've left a mental tab open in your brain and it's just draining all your processing power. The only solution is to decide just once and then close that question for good. No reopening it, no second guessing. Make the call and move on.
Okay, but what if you're already caught deep in the spiral? The first 2 steps are great for prevention, but step 3 is the emergency brake. Let's talk about how to do a hard reset on your brain by using your body. This is called the body hijack method. When that hamster wheel is spinning completely out of control, you can't stop it by thinking harder. The trick is to use your physical body to pull the lever and just shut the whole thing down.
So here are your options. When you force your body into some kind of intense physical strain, push-ups, a cold shower, a heart run, your brain's survival instinct kicks in. It has to divert all its resources to the immediate physical threat, which instantly starves that overthinking loop of oxygen. Mental chaos just cannot survive physical exhaustion. So we've covered the in-the-moment fixes. Step 4 is all about long-term maintenance. It's about freeing up your mental bandwidth by stopping using your mind as a cluttered old storage unit.
I love this analogy. Your mind is a high-speed processor, right? It's designed to solve problems and generate new ideas. It is not a dusty old hard drive meant to store every single worry, to-do list, and random thought. When you overload it with storage tasks, the whole system just slows down and eventually it crashes.
So the solution is to get an external hard drive. Grab a piece of paper, a notebook, anything, and just offload every single thing that's cluttering up your mind. And listen, this isn't about emotional journaling. It's a purely functional exercise. You're just clearing your mental RAM so the processor can actually do its job.
Okay, this brings us to our 5th and final step, and this one really ties everything together. It's all about reclaiming your energy by learning how to separate the truly important stuff from all the distracting noise.
And the tool for this is a brilliantly simple mental model called the 5-year filter. It's designed to put pretty much any worry you have into its proper perspective instantly.
Before you let a worry consume you, you just ask this one powerful question. That awkward thing you said in a meeting, that minor mistake at work, that silly argument, will any of it genuinely matter 5 years from now?
And the rule here is so simple.
It's non-negotiable. If the answer is no, you give it a maximum of 5 minutes of your attention, and then you mentally throw it in the trash. It doesn't deserve any more of your energy. And if the answer is yes, well, that's your signal to stop thinking and start doing something about it.
This right here, this drives home the real cost. Every single moment you spend overthinking trivial little things is energy that you have stolen from your own future. You are draining your battery on junk data.
So you see, at the end of the day, this entire system, it all comes down to a fundamental choice of identity. Do you see yourself as a victim of your thoughts, constantly just being tossed around by them? Or do you decide that you are the one who controls your mind? The moment you make that choice, the entire dynamic shifts.
And that's really the crucial takeaway. This isn't about having some special talent for mental quiet. Self-control isn't a superpower that only a few people are born with. It's a choice. It is the foundational decision that all of these other techniques are built on.
So this whole process, all these tools, they bring you to this single, final question. You can either use these tools to take back control, or you can stay trapped in the loop. The choice, as always, is yours. Who are you going to be?